Hi family, this is, let me make sure my camera ain't shaking. This is Justaria Curry with Curry Squared Family. We are a family that loves everything travel and traveling while on a budget. We are a family of six, okay, six. Today what we're going to talk about, and this is a video, just an open discussion video, I guess you could say, on why did we choose Thailand to begin our adventures. Okay, so I have my notes here because I want to make sure that I stay on track. Again, a lot of times I want, when I watch certain videos, it's like it takes forever to get to what you came here for, and I don't want to do too much rambling. Sometimes I can, and I can't promise that I won't. I'm really new to this vlogosphere here, but bear with me. Okay. All right. So why did we choose Thailand? Now, we chose Thailand because Chiang Mai ticked our boxes in the following categories. I'm going to read them off to you. Okay. Safety, cost of living, internet access, ease of living, healthcare, and community. Okay. So let's talk about safety first. Now, before you go anywhere in the world, okay, and I am going to do a vlog on research, okay, but before you go anywhere in the world, you need to make sure that it is safe. We are a family of six, and safety is our top priority. Now, if it was just my husband and I, or it's just myself, you'd be more inclined to take certain risks, okay? But when you have children, your sense of awareness and sense of, making sure they're safe, all that stuff becomes heightened when you're in another country. So you don't want to be out here in these streets playing Harriet Tubman, trying to drag people through the Underground Railroad, okay, with your kids. No. You don't want to be in some war-torn country, dragging your kids through the streets or peeking through windows, or, you know what I mean? You don't want safety, their safety to be in jeopardy. It's just not worth it, okay? It's a lot easier to run when you're carrying yourself. A lot harder to run when you're carrying four solid, very solid children through these streets, okay? So safety is very important. One of the things that I liked about Chiang Mai is that when I was doing my research, I learned, that outside of, your petty crimes of pickpocketing and purse snatching, Chiang Mai was reported to be relatively safe. Okay. I also talked to, families and people that were on the ground, living there day to day, that have lived there for various, numbers of years, from, hey, I'm here a couple months to hey, I've been here a couple years. And all of them, I was reading other people's blogs and watching vlogs. Everybody reported that generally Chiang Mai is safe. Okay. And so that was one of the things that was very important to us, and that was one of the things that said, okay, let's check that box for Chiang Mai. All right. Cost of living. All right. So with cost of living, sorry, my kid had her little iPad on in the back. Turn that down a little bit, Justice. Sorry, I'm a mom at the end of the day. Cost of living. Okay. Cost of living was an important factor for us because it's a part of our why. Like I said before, it's important that we are able to spend time together as a family. We're not out in these streets chasing money, and doing so to the extent that we have no time for our family. So it was very important to us that the cost of living, that, the cost of things are just cheap. Okay? Let's just be straight up. Cheap. You can get, in my research, you can get a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom home for a little under $420 a month. I'm not even going to tell you what we pay for our mortgage right now. If you're in the United States, in New Jersey, you can imagine. Okay? So, the goal is to spend time together as a family and not go broke. Okay? You can spend more time with your family, and you can enjoy the time with your family, okay? When you're not worried about how to put food on the table, when you're not worried about these just gross, huge expenses and bills and debt and all of that, okay? You know, student loans is always going to be around. You know, but if you can try to keep your other expenses down, you know, whether it be your credit cards or, you know, whatever, if you can try to keep those expenses down, housing, food, all that stuff. If you live like a local, okay, that is my mantra going to these countries, live like a local. If you live like a local, you can significantly cut your expenses down, okay? Don't live like a tourist, because if you do that, you're going to be broke real quick. Okay. Also, having consistent, stable income, you know, is very important. And, you know, I'll do a video about that, what we're doing, what we plan to do, and what's worked. And so we'll talk about that as well. Okay. If you want to look at the conversion rate for Chiang Mai, their currency is Thai baht. And so for every $1, you get about 32 baht, Thai baht. Okay, so that kind of gives you an idea of how good and how far our dollar stretches there. And that's why it made the cut. Internet access. Okay, so my husband plans to work remote. I am a creative. I do jewelry. So I'll start trying to feature more of my jewelry. Handmade polymer clay jewelry, which I love doing. Polymer clay. I love clay. Any type of clay, I love clay. So these are some earrings I have. Polymer clay jewelry with crystal and silk flowers. Okay. So I plan on making that and selling that online, as well as homeschooling our children. So we need to be able to get on the internet and do, you know, look at videos or do research. And yes, I'm still having my kids doing assignments. We'll do a video on that. But, you know, I just want to be able to stay connected. Okay, that's important, because, you know, staying connected in the internet is our bread and butter. It will be the reason that, you know, we're allowed to continue to travel. Okay, so internet connection is very important. And in Chiang Mai, they have some of the fastest internet speeds around, and at affordable rates. You can get a fiber optic cable, your own dedicated cable. Sorry, phone beeping right next to me. For an affordable price. Okay, and I can't stress this enough. If you are doing work online, okay, try to stick to those countries until you get yourself built up. Try to stick to those countries that have a good internet connection. It is so important, because if you're let's say you're doing teaching English, you're not going to be able to get, you know, bookings if your calls are constantly dropping, your videos are constantly blurry, nobody can hear you, and all that stuff. So you really have to think about that, because that is your bread and butter. If you want to travel to a country that has no internet, consider doing that during a vacation, because at that point you can, you know, forward your calls, or you can pause things for life because of vacation. People generally understand that other people need vacations, okay? But, you know, if you're doing customer service or, you know, whatever, and, you know, people are you know, need to communicate with you and your internet is shady, that's going to mess up your coin. And we don't want to mess up the coin. All right. Ease of living. Okay. Ease of living was another, you know, component to, you know, that we looked at in terms of choosing a country. We wanted to make sure that, you know, we could get around easily. We had access to our basic needs. And Chiang Mai just did all of that. It ticked all of the boxes again for us in that area. The people in Chiang Mai, you know, have reported to be very friendly. They love children. And, you know, Chiang Mai is small, so you can kind of walk everywhere. But it's also large enough that it has, you know, a lot of developments, and it is a developed country, you know. So it's just easy to live there. It's more of a laid-back type of lifestyle. It's not as fast-paced and as you know, congested, you could say, as, you know, maybe at certain parts of China or even in Bangkok, you know. And so it's just a very easy, breezy lifestyle. And so that's what we loved about Chiang Mai. And that's what we're excited to go and see for ourselves, okay? We're not there yet. I don't know if y'all know that. We're not there yet, but we're making our way. And like I said, we're grateful that you're here with us, and we look forward to taking you on our journey from start to get there and beyond. Infinity and beyond. Alrighty. Healthcare. Okay, so I made the joke before about going in the back alley and all that kind of stuff, but it's true. You know, those concerns are very real. Wait, let me actually back up for a second with the ease of living. The other thing is being a person of color and how you move and maneuver through society. So that was also important. I didn't want us to go anywhere, especially starting out, where, you know, we were constantly or consistently dealing with discrimination. You walk down the street and people are spitting on you and calling you the N-word, and, you know, that's a no-go. And so a lot of the people of color that I spoke with and that I've reached out to, you know, they didn't endure any of that. Doesn't mean that they didn't have any discrimination, but it's not every time you turn around, you know, your blackness is just a problem for people, okay? So that was something else as far as the ease of living that we looked at. And so that was very important to us. And Chiang Mai was, Chiang Mai, has reported, as I say, to be okay in that area. Okay? Healthcare. Don't want to be in the back alleys, getting shots and this and that and the third, okay? Like I said, Chiang Mai is a very developed country, and so they have several major hospitals. They have very high-tech, quality healthcare at an affordable price, okay? Again, that's very important for a large family, especially with children. Accidents happen. Shoot, things happen with us, and we need to make sure that if we need to go to the hospital or a clinic or whatever for whatever reason, that one, it's available, two, it's affordable, and the care and the quality are on point, okay? And that we can communicate with the physicians or practitioners that are there effectively, and that we can actually trust that if we're putting our child or ourselves in their hands, that they're going to give us the best care and that they know what they're doing and that our issues can be communicated effectively. Chiang Mai, that definitely happens. They have tons of physicians there. They actually have a medical school there, I believe, as well. And they have a lot of doctors there, and a lot of them speak English. So that's awesome. Affordability as well. Healthcare in Chiang Mai is quality, but it's also crazy affordable. And anybody that is in the United States, we already know. Like, they charging us $200 for a Kleenex, okay? So, trust me. Dental care as well. I don't know what our dental plan covers. I don't know. It's okay, but in Chiang Mai, like, you can get a dental cleaning for $25, okay? You can get, if you have cavities or whatever in your teeth, that's $35, that type of stuff. So it's affordable is what I'm getting at. It's affordable. So healthcare, quality healthcare and affordable, important. All right? So Chiang Mai was a tick the boxes for that as well. All right. And last but not least, community. When you're traveling the world, a lot of times, or in our case, we're getting ready to, okay? It's so important that you are able to reach out to people that are already there, that have the boots on the ground, okay? And that can give you advice on, what's it like there, If they have a family like you have, that's even better, because we look at things from a different perspective. And so I've been able to connect with people there. I feel like they have a good, solid expat community, but they also just have a good community, good sense of community there in Chiang Mai. One of the groups that I joined on Facebook is Brothers and Sisters of Chiang Mai. And when I tell you, they have been awesome. They, any questions that I have, you just feel the love. You feel the, yeah, girl, nuh-uh, don't go over that way. You need to go over here. Girl, how we get down as a people. They are so supportive. And when I tell you, and I'm going to do a blog post on this, okay, because some of these expat forums, they need to calm down. I don't know if they need a Valium, a glass of wine, or several seats, or all of that. But I'm going to do a blog on that, okay? Because you go sometimes in these blogs and you're just asking questions because you don't know. And people, their comments are snarky. People are moody. They're like, what the heck? Why would you ask that? Why would you take your children all across the world? Are you crazy? I could never. But you're there. Okay, but I don't have kids. But still, I ain't ask you all that. What I asked you was, I didn't experience any of that in the Brothers and Sisters of Chiang Mai group. None of that. It was, this is your question. All right, sister, try this, try this, try this. I mean, nothing but love. Okay? So again, I'll talk about the expat blogs. I will go in, trust me, but not right now. So it's important to get that sense of community because you don't know. You're not there. You're just doing your research on the computer. You know, you're doing your best to try to watch videos on YouTube as you can find them that speak to your situation. You know, you're trying to read blogs and trying to get to the point. You're trying to comment on people's things and hopefully they can get to you and answer your questions. If you know you don't fit, you know, within their, you know, scope of view, you know, they may not see your comment anyway, or they may not see your question. So you're just trying to get information. And you just want someone to reach out to you to say, hey, I'm here. It's okay. It's safe. Or, hey, I'm here. Run. Do not come here. Do not look back. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. This ain't the place for you. And this is not the place for your children. Okay? And these are the reasons. And these are the reasons why. As you can tell, I feel away about some of these expat blogs. But at any rate, okay, at any rate, establishing a sense of community, you know, before you get there, and then also once you get there, connecting to people and that type of stuff is an awesome thing. It's an amazing thing. And it's amazing for your children to also connect with other children because, you know, they're leaving their friends too. And so oftentimes they're forgotten about in this whole, you know, dream of travel. And so you want to make sure that, you know, they feel comfortable as well. And, you know, they can meet and establish their own little community of kids who are traveling like them, who have fears just like them, who have concerns just like them, who are nervous just like them. So it's a good thing to establish community for the entire family as a whole. All right? So those are the reasons why we chose Thailand to start our family travel journey. If you like this video, thank you so much for watching and spending time with me. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also, if you want more in-depth information, check out our blog, currysquared.wordpress.com. All right, check us out on Instagram at currysquared. And I do have a Facebook page, Curry Squared, as well. I try to keep it all consistent. Stay tuned for more information on our journey on downsizing. We're going to be talking about research. Research. It's important. Where do you go? How do you get there? What sites do you need to go to determine certain things about certain countries? How do you determine cost of living? How do you determine safety? You know, you don't want to go somewhere and it's on the country United States watch list, you know, or, you know, they've got these advisories and that type of thing that says, you know, hey, stay away from here right now, you know, and that type of stuff. So stay tuned for those videos. I'm going to also, I plan to do some videos with my children as well, so that, you know, maybe other children that may be watching our videos can listen to the children and get their perspective. Because again, this is a family channel. This is a family journey. It's not just about all of our adults and what we think and what we got going on. You know, it's a family. So we want to include everybody's perspective in this as well. So again, thank you so much for watching and stay tuned for our next videos.